Jagannath Swami ki. Jai. Jagannath Swami ki. Jai. Jagannath Swami ki. Jai. One time some devotees from another village, Melbukoya, they wanted to worship Jagannath, and they said, well, you go to Srimantapuri, there's a temple there, nobody really looks after. There's a nice deity there. You can take the deity. Nothing seems to be happening. Oh, yes. Okay, that's a good idea. So they come over one night and they kidnap Jagannath. And they've taken him over to Belpakot. And all of a sudden, they had to answer the call of nature. So they put Jagannath down to relieve themselves, and they were continuing their journey, but they couldn't move Jagannath. 3 men, they pick him, but they couldn't move him. So we better get some more men. So they went to their village and they come back. And they got 13 men. And they were all trying to lift Jagannath, but they couldn't move him. So by the time then the daylight came and they said, we're in these fields with Jagannath. What's going to happen to us? So then they all went back to the temple, like Kali. I made a big mistake, and she shot on her husband. She went, they said we made a big mistake here. They walked in with the fingers in their heads and their tongues hanging out. We made a big mistake. Please forgive us. Your Jagannath is in the field. He doesn't want to come with us. 2 pujaris went, picked up Jagannath. Jagannath Swami ki. I guess he didn't want to leave Puri. In fact, the Sri Chaitanya Gaudiya Math were worshipping for some period of time, a couple of years. He asked if they could take over the worship because they couldn't manage very well. So they were sending one brahmachari here. The brahmachari now is in Puri. And so he was coming and doing worship every day. And then they decided it's inconvenient that we have to send one man here every day and make special preparations. We will take your Jagannath, we'll take the Jagannath back to the Chaitanya Math, and we can put him there, and then it's a lot easier for us, and all the facilities are there, pujaris and... but Jagadish Gangu said, no, he said, Jagannath cannot come. He has to stay here. So then also they gave up worship of Jagannath. So this is his eternal abode here. There's another very interesting story of how Jagannath manifests himself here. And this one was it was written in one book that one pujari he found in Bhagavata Gaudiya Math. In fact, someone told him, he was there, and he said, where are you coming from? He said, I'm ISKCON. He said, oh, what service are you doing? I serve Jagannath in the Rajapur temple. He said, oh, there's a little bit of history about that place. So he showed him one book, and he read the story, but I asked him to get the book, but he couldn't find it again, and he couldn't find the pujari. So I don't exactly know which book it was or name. But anyway, it was 500 years ago, when Lord Chaitanya was here, and Lord Shiva was at the Shiva Ghat, that Shiva Doba, by the little culvert. Lord Shiva was there taking his bath at that time, and a piece of wood was coming down, and he understood that this is not an ordinary wood, this is Daru Brahman. So he grabbed that wood and he brought it on the bank. At that time Parvati Devi came. She said, my dear husband, I just had an astonishing dream. And Lord Jagannath said he's going to appear. He said, yes, this is him. This is him. I just got him. I pulled him out of the Ganga. Jagannath had a desire. He told his pandas in Puri that I really liked it during the time of King Indradyumna. It was really nice. He said, but now, my devotees are in Navadvip. I'd really like to go to Navadvip. You can take me. I said, we can take you to Navadvip. This is your place here, a beautiful temple. He said, but all my devotees are there now in Navadvip. I said, no, it's not that. He said, you don't go, I'll go myself. So he jumped in the ocean and he floated up this Bay of Bengal and up the Ganga, and he came up to Shiva Ghat, and Shiva pulled him out. And he took him to Sridharangam, the house of Kolavata Sridhar, and he put him there. And just at that time Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was coming with a kirtan party. And as soon as Mahaprabhu got, he said, "Hey, Jagannath is here, Dara Brahman is here, Hari Bol." Big kirtan and circumambulating Lord Jagannath. But unfortunately I don't know the name of it. But anyway, it's another instance of how Jagannath appears. He manifests himself. There was one Pujari here, his name is Sachinandan Das. And he stayed here for many, many years. And he's very, very dedicated. And he had so many pastimes with Lord Jagannath. He was just a simple boy from village, somewhere in 24 Purganas, and by the Diamond Harbour and the small jungles and everything. Yeah. Simple boy. But Lord Jagannath, so many times he appeared to him. I can conclude that he just loved kirtan. At any spare minute he would sit down and he would pray Mridanga and he would chant. He would always be doing bhajans and kirtan. Any spare moment he had. Always busy. He would come down to Mayapur Chandradaya Mandir sometimes. For some reason. But he'd just sit in the kirtan and he would start chanting. In the two bhajan. And I think it must have been that. He was beautiful singing. He must have really captured Jagannath's heart. And so Jagannath had many, many pastimes with his devotees. One of his pastime, he was dressing Jagannath. And he was sitting in front of him and he was putting necklaces on Jagannath. So he put one necklace, and then he put another necklace, and then he put another one, and then he put another one, and it fell off. Strange. He picked it up and he put it on again. Again it fell off. So he picked it up again, and again it fell off. So he picked it up, he was put it on again, and Jagannath said, "Don't you understand? I don't want another one. 3 is enough." Jagannath Swamiki. He told me he had a dream. Jagannath appeared to him and he said, "Now when you put us to rest at night, because there's some small deity there, and Jagannath has a bed behind." So we put the small deities in the bed. So Jagannath said, "When you carry us, you pick us up," he said, "you put these 2 fingers right across my eyes." He said, "This is not good, these are cursing fingers and picking your nose, whatever." He said, "But when you carry us like that, you've got your fingers over our eyes. It's not good." So it was a dream. He was going. So he was trying to avoid it, but after a few days he forgot about the whole incident. And again he was carrying like that, small deities, and had his fingers across their eyes. So he's carrying one time to put into bed. He's holding Lord Jagannath. He's just going to put him in the bed, and Jagannath said, "I told you not to touch us with these fingers." When he told me the story, I said, "How can Jagannath say that? How can Jagannath say that, don't touch me with these fingers?" Because he doesn't have fingers. Jagannath doesn't have that. He said, "Don't touch me with these fingers." He doesn't have hands. He said he does. He does. Jagannath has. So generally appears in Krishna form when he has his pastimes. And another time he was really sick. And there wasn't so much help here. And he said, he did the Rajapur trouble. He put Jagannath to rest, and he said to the guard who was here, he said, "Listen, I'm just so exhausted. I'm too exhausted, I'm sick, I got fever, and I can't come back at 4 o'clock and wake up the deity. Please let me take sufficient rest. Don't call me if I don't come. So he said he just went and he crashed in his bed and he was fast asleep. Jagannath came to a dream and said, why are you not going to wake us up at 4 o'clock? He said, oh, I can't, I'm so exhausted. I'm so sick. He said, I see you're taking Mahaprasad. And also you're doing some kirtan, playing the dance. You can do that, why you can't wake us up? Just at that time he's hearing bang, bang, bang on the door. The guard says, hey, it's 4 o'clock. Late, you have to wake up Jagannath. He goes, oh, okay. I have to get up, Jagannath wants me to get up. Then he got up and he come to wake Lord Jagannath. And when he was waking Lord Jagannath and make a fruit offering, Jagannath spoke to him and he said, you know that other pujari who helps sometimes? He said, when he dresses us, he's not very careful. He said, sometimes he sticks us with a pin when he's dressing us. He said, you look under my chadar. So he lifted up Jagannath's chadar from his arm, and there was a spot of blood on Jagannath's arm. Jagannath Swami ki. Pratima tumi nahi. Sakshad Vajanjanandana. You are not the deity, you are directly the son of Nanda Maharaj. Jagannath Swami ki.